Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series: a 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
Innovation doesn't wait. It adapts, evolves, and transforms how anglers tackle every challenge on the water. For anglers seeking smarter gear, sharper performance, and new ways to master their craft, FXR Pro Fish is shaping the future and influencing the next generation of anglers. Every cast and every legacy starts here.
It's that time again. Skeeter's Buy Save Fish sales event going on now until March 31st. Skeeter is offering rebates of up to $5,000 plus a $1,000 Tackle Warehouse gift card on new 2024 through 26 models, or your choice of Yamaha factory financing with rates as low as 3.79% for 72 months or 4.99% for 180 months. There's never been a better time to get into a new Skeeter, but this offer won't last long, so stop by your local Skeeter dealer today before this deal gets away. Skeeter. Eat, sleep, fish, dominate.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
There's a big one in the reeds ahead. I know it. He doesn't care who I am, what titles I have, how many blue trophies I got, that I've fished since I could walk, or that I've spent countless hours on the water for this moment. It's me versus the fish, and I like to win.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster fantasy games to play: Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
It is my second favorite day of the week, and that is semifinal Saturday. Favorite, of course, championship Sunday. Third stop of the 2026 Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series. And this time, Mississippi, the Tennessee Cast-Tombigbee Waterway. And it has been a challenge. And just when you thought that challenge couldn't get any more challenging, along comes a massive cold front, 40-degree air temperature difference, a blasting wind, but 50 anglers remain, and 10 of them will figure out exactly what it takes to get into Championship Sunday. On set with me right now, we've got Austin Cranford, Bassmaster Elite Series rookie, and Stetson Blaylock joining us. 2 guys who reluctantly are here. This is the kind of tournament where I would have thought both of you would have played, but that's the case for a lot of people in this tournament. This was not an easy one.
Yeah, no, it's, man, for me, this probably one of the biggest challenges I've had in a long time, coming into a river system. You know, you kind of look around on what you think you need to be doing, and if you don't ever get dialed in on something, it can be challenging, and that's what happened for me. Just never could get comfortable in an area. The locks kind of got me this week. It was definitely a tough one.
Well, let's get caught up with things with our Toyota Midday Report. We'll start it off with a guy who is riding the baby pattern, and it is alive and well. The Kota E. Bear having a big season and a big week here this week.
The baby pattern does not stop. I'm telling you, it will go on through the entire year. I've had it myself, and this guy's going to continue to catch it.
He choked that thing. Golly.
He's your pick for Angler of the Year,
He's
you
my
told me.
pick for Angler of the Year. Yeah, unless I win every single tournament to finish the season, then I'll win.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, makes sense. Kota, obviously a very versatile angler in a lot of different ways, but a guy that you don't want over your shoulder in these conditions is this dude, the boogeyman, Jason Christie, a 10-time Classic qualifier, obviously a 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion, and a mover today. Started the day in 5th place, has moved his way up to 2nd place. And if you're Wesley Gore, that is not the dude you want chasing you down, is it?
It's not, and especially, let's talk about his first 2 events of the season. He's had 2 tough tournaments, so yeah, getting him on a roll is not something you want to see.
Well, here's your tournament later, the man with the plan saying, catch me if you can, but maybe not saying that to Jason Christie. 2 fish in the box so far, but doing something that he loves to do and has a ton of confidence in.
Yeah, and I think that if he can just survive today with these colder weather, and if it warms up tomorrow, I think that his bite will get better. So if he can just hang on and stay close, I think he'll have a chance on Sunday.
We ain't around nothing. We're just.
He has not played a big, not been the numbers game for him, but the ones that he has gotten have been a lot better. This time yesterday, he had 2 fish as well. The difference was, yesterday, it was a 5 and a 4. Today, he's got 2 1.5 pounders. There, a look at our top 10.
Tucker Smith.
Yeah, Tucker Smith made a big move today. And you see how much of a difference a limit makes. I mean, both our anglers with a limit so far is Jordan Lee and David Mullins, both of them inside the top 10. So limits are not going to be limits weren't guaranteed in this tournament, but they seem to be a little more stingy here this week. The battle to get inside that top 10 and make your way into Championship Sunday. And this is one of those tournaments where this morning it felt like, well, Wesley's kind of walking away with it. He's got a bit of a big lead. But remember, he's got 2 fish. If he fills out his limit, things could get a lot more safe for him, let's just say.
Well, one thing I noticed, these limits and fish this morning look a lot more like what I expected to see and what I was catching, is just quality keepers, not those big ones. But Gussie there's got a big one already today. I think he's going to be, if he has something going to get those, he's close enough. He could make it interesting as well.
Out in the water live with Mike Iaconelli. Ike with 1 fish so far.
Ooh.
Boy.
Oh my God. Yeah!
That's a giant.
Holy hell! Holy hell! Driftwood! He's on Driftwood! Driftwood! 4-pounder all day long.
This honestly is so awesome to sit back and watch this go down.
Driftwood!
It's been a long time since we've seen this.
4-pounder all day long. Now listen, there are some things going on here. We do have a warming, it is warming, and these mats are superheating. But dude, making that switch right there, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. Cold front days, a little less action on a bait is not a bad thing. Max set. Yeah! That thing, dude. Now that's a legit 4-pounder. That just changed my tournament. One swing of the bat just changed my tournament, and that's not a joke. Wow. There's my kicker. Guys, 3 more keepers. That's all I need now. That's my mindset. That is a legit 4-pounder, dude. That's probably the biggest fish I've caught this week. Driftwood! Freaking driftwood, dude! Isn't that crazy? I stayed at a hotel one time called the Driftwood. It had red carpet. The TV was still black and white, smelled a bit moldy, but back in the day, Listen, I wasn't always this bougie, guys. Back in the day, I was cutting costs, sleeping in my truck, Brandon Palnick style. Now, no more Driftwood hotels for me. Just that kind of Driftwood. Wow. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm getting my hot flashes. I'm going through menopause. I got to get my jacket off. Oh man, menopause is bad. Ugh, male menopause.
Menopause.
That was a fantastic few minutes.
Holy
I believe
smokes.
that fish came off Driftwood.
I believe so.
I think I heard there.
Ought to be one there, huh? Ought to be one there, guys.
That is a unicorn.
Ought to be one there. How funny is that? But not just one, that's 2 fish in 1 fish. That's literally what that is. Catching that, you've caught 2 fish. You know what I mean? Gosh. Freaking drift.
When you refer to that being a unicorn, do you mean this fish or Iaconelli?
Both, honestly.
It's true.
I mean, that was a fantastic fish catch, and I don't know why he was screaming Driftwood, but I like it.
Well, it came off Driftwood.
I get
clearly.
it, but he was real excited about it.
Yeah, he is a unicorn too. I mean, that fish is a unicorn, but he is a unicorn in the way that he is the exception to the rule. I look at all the bass fishing Hall of Famers, like the real superstar careers, and they're all so calm and he's a total spaz.
Oh, yeah. Boy, guys.
He's calmer when he's off the water.
Especially when it's tough like this.
He's retiring this year.
It's 10 o'clock, 10:12, and I've had 3 bites. One head butted it, missed it. I caught a 1 3/4 pounds. And I just got my 3rd bite, and it was a 4-pounder. And that's a big, big moment for me, because when it's tough like this, you know, every bite counts. So to catch a 4-pounder, guys, that's 2 fish in 1. That's literally like catching 2. So it does 2 things. It gives me a kicker, which I knew I needed today, and it also gives me the confidence that they're here, you know. So big moment for me right there, just catching that. That's the biggest fish I've caught this week by far, and gives me confidence I'm in the right area. The other part to this equation, and you know, I'm a big believer in that you match the action of the bait with the conditions, okay? The last two days out here, we've had warm front, you know, warming conditions, right? Warming conditions. This morning, cold front conditions, falling water temperature, falling air temperature. So I changed baits to something that has no action. It's just a beaver with no legs. And when I made that change, I've got my 3 bites. So, you know, combination, I think, of these mats warming up, you can see that solar warming, and switching to a bait with less action. And I think that's the key. So we need 3 more keepers. Holy smokes.
So he's retiring this year. Who takes his place personality-wise on the Elite Series?
Oof, I don't know that anybody. I mean, there's one Iaconelli. There's one Iaconelli. Well, how about you? I mean, get in there. Just start screaming, yelling at the structure you caught it from.
Well, you got to catch big ones and start yelling, I guess.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
We'll see that in the future here.
Oh, we will.
I don't know that Iaconelli is replaced, but I also there's a part of me when he told me he was going to retire. I said, "What if you go on a real heater?"
Exactly.
And he goes, I'm like confused. So Iaconelli rolls off a win here this week.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much retired.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Who knows? Awesome to see though. A great week, and Iaconelli is so. I mean, here's one of the cool things that I do love. No matter where you sit, I love that in these non-forward-facing sonar events, we don't see that kind of information given because,
That's right.
I mean, the graph fishing is a lot more like, let me just slump over here and not show you what I'm using. Iaconelli just hosted a TV show for us, and I love it.
ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We identified a few different ways in which we could make, in our opinion, the best harness swim bait on the market. The Swag LT. To have a top hook line through, a bottom hook line through.
It has a hybrid wedge tail, so I'm able to burn it as fast as I can reel. It doesn't blow out, and I can barely turn the handle, and it keeps kicking. How many harness-style swim baits will do that for you?
Swag LT is going to change the way you look at a harness swim bait.
I fish in some of the worst elements across the country. Spring, that's a giant, dude. Summer, oh my gosh. Hi, look at that thing. Winter, it's so cold. And fall, got a big one, that's awesome. Being comfortable and staying dry is the only option. AFCO, any fish, any water.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billing coo birds. Pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
50 anglers remain, all of them with one goal, and that is to make it into the top 10 and fish Championship Sunday, the Mountain Dew Bassmaster Elite at the Tennessee Tom-Bigbee Waterway. But they're not the only ones with a challenge in front of them. TH Marine Fantasy Pick'em. Kyle Jesse, you're the master of that stuff. How's that going for you?
I would say I'm the keeper of that stuff. I wouldn't say the master by any means. Certainly not been good for me this year. I think coming into this tournament out of, I've only had 10 right selections, which is not very good. Not very good at all. Pretty sure that number is going to go down this week as well. I'm just looking over it right now and missed the mark again.
They always ask us what happened this week. What happened to you? What's going on this year?
I got in a bad rotation. It was a really bad rotation.
That's exactly what the answer should be.
A guy who is in a good rotation is one of our biggest movers of the day, and that's Jason Christie, hooked up live.
I saw him move. It's not too shabby. I didn't think he was that big. All right, we got to do some culling.
I guess not. Guess he's already got a limit.
You so he's fishing here close.
You can move up there if you want.
So I spent most of my tournament right here close. I made that choice. You know, I did that at Winyah Bay. And it paid off staying close. The one day I practiced here. See, I spent 2 days of practice down. And for me, I had more bites down there, but the quality was definitely better up here. And I feel like you're seeing that with these guys over the first 2 days. And that's why I chose to stay the first 2 days. But looking back, you know, I did definitely get out fish, but I think it was more about they had the exact little stretches dialed in, and I was just going to kind of run around and do my thing and just kind of fish all through the area and bounce around, and that definitely didn't work. But you know, you see, you live, and you learn, and it's amazing how you know, this is a long time for me doing this, and I talked about it earlier how Christie's had 2 bad tournaments to start the year off, and how a little bit of momentum can turn it back around for you. And for me, going to another river system, I've got to be able to figure out how to dial this in and get these rivers figured out quick.
Listening to Pake South, Elite Series rookie, but somebody you want to keep your eye on.
First day.
That happens a lot here.
Caught my biggest fish yesterday in here, and had another really big one miss my frog in here. We're gonna go try it out real quick and see if we can get bit. We still are stuck on 2 keepers. It's pretty similar to all the other stuff I'm fishing, just some backwaters, getting a little bit cleaner water, some cypress trees, grass. We'll go back here and flip my power hog around and see what bites it. Hopefully something, because we still need 3 more keepers. It is skinny getting back up in here. We're just sliding on bottom.
Pake South obviously set a record for the biggest winning way to Bassmaster Open about a month ago, I guess, in his 3rd Elite Series event, and already made a top 10. Did that at Lake Martin. He is, if you talk to anybody from East Texas, they have been telling us for years, he is coming and he is here. And trust me, keep your eyes on that young angler.
A little one.
Bright future ahead of him.
It's a little one.
I've gotten to know Pake a little bit and talked to him a few times, and just by chance meeting him at different boat ramps and just sitting there and visiting, and he definitely has a confidence that's very noticeable.
That size so much,
from that every time I talk to those guys, because they have so much confidence in their ability. Where for me, you know, I've been out here doing it so long, you just fish and do your thing, but you got to remember there's a reason you're here, and you got to keep that in the front, forefront of your mind every day, and kind of let that slide this week. And it's you know, every minute that goes by, it bugs me a little bit more.
No, nothing is too shallow.
Got our eyes on Buddy Gross, having a good tournament.
We've not done real good. I'm gonna try to spend my last few hours on the best stuff I got. So it don't take long. I mean, it's not ever like a school fish, but for all my buddies back home, I am trying, I promise. And Brad, I got a good friend of mine that helps my daughter on horses. He just had hip surgery. Brad, if you're watching, hey buddy. I told him I'd give him a shout out. What's idle?
Buddy was definitely thrilled with the early bite, almost acted as if that was a bit of a bonus fish, but certainly slowed down for him a lot. But we are nearing up on what we've talked a lot about being kind of the best window numbers-wise for those 3+ pounders, and you'd have to think that's going to be elevated today with the cold weather this morning, and hopefully it'll warm up and light will warm up as well.
Docks back here, and I had like 4 bites on one dock the other day, just to shook them all off. But I don't think there's giants, but we need to see if we can get a bite at this point. I hope we don't get stuck right here. I ain't never been across right here. I'm gonna try it. We may wind up high centered. This place is so crazy. It's 8 feet deep right here, and everything around this little old hole right here is a foot and a half. Have a good drone shot of us out pushing it if we get stuck right here, though.
that was the biggest challenge for me
I'm gonna
this
slow
week.
down
Is
just in
just
case, 'cause I really
managing
don't like
how
to
to
get
get
out of the
around here, and then once you get in a spot, you fish through your best little stretch, you don't get a bite. Then what do you do? Do you just turn around and idle for an hour, back out? You know, and I think that's still going through my mind right now. Is what in the world did I do wrong as far as picking those areas, picking areas where you can get in and out? Because you just can't, you know, it don't matter how well you know it. If you run those places, any piece of driftwood that comes in there or a stump that you don't know is there can end your day. So it's a dangerous place no matter how good it looks.
All of a sudden. It's 10:30 though, and usually by now I got 12, 13 pounds. So I guess I can rush when I'm in that position.
And he's telling you exactly what was going through my head the first 2 days, you know. And I've had a lot of tournaments where it's gone right the first 2 days, and day 3 it does this exact thing to you. You're just happy that it's happening on this day instead of one of the first 2, for sure.
On the bank.
Something we talked a little bit about yesterday is you compare this style of fishery and a lot of these river systems to a highland reservoir. Like, the only thing that's keeping you from going to another spot is time and, you know, your desire to get there. Well, here, there's a lot more at play, whether you're trying to lock to another pool, whether you're trying to get to a backwater that, like you said, is going to take you 40-plus minutes to get into. There is a lot that these anglers are having to manage.
Like Caleb's truck.
You know, it makes it even more tough when you're having a slower morning like Buddy is.
Well, yesterday at 8:30 in the morning, I was already trying to decide, should I go run to the lock and try to get through it and spend the rest of my day down and then come back late? You just, when you start off at 8:30 in the morning, you're already second guessing your decisions and what do you need to do, and the fish aren't biting the way that you think you should. Already have 2 or 3 in the box. It's these top fisheries, to me, are what makes you. If you can understand and learn how to, if you have a bad tournament, you got to pick this up quick and figure out how to make those adjustments mentally. I say this every time. It's more mental than anything else.
I've got back here and it's a 25-minute idle. Get out of here, and I ain't got no fish.
Make it right for the next go around, which for us, fortunately, we get another shot, you know, in a couple weeks here on the Arkansas River. So I'm looking forward to it. I just got to be able to manage.
We was talking about that this morning, the decisions you make. I go back here and catch a 10-pounder. I had it all figured out.
Backing up your point, it's all about those decisions and the decisions you just don't have an opportunity to recover when you make the decisions. And when you're base, the prime example, where all those guys would make a big run. Well, you can't, if you get to your area and it's the wrong area, there's no righting the ship. You wrote the day off.
Yep, you're there. And I actually went in this backwater that he's in on day 1, and I stopped before going through that little chute that he idled through. And I didn't go back in there.
And somebody out of like that and said something about a ball, she'd swim straight to him.
You know, I had a couple hours left in the day. If I would have just went through there and spent my 2 hours in there, could I have caught 13, 14 pounds? I guess we're about to find out.
Oh, I hope ain't nobody back there next corner if I come this far.
That's the other thing that he just mentioned right there. Because you do all the work to get back there.
Yes.
And you don't know. You've been back there, and there could be 3 other boats that are already there and have been blistered.
That's right. And when I got into a couple areas and there was boats in there, you already in your mind, as soon as you put the show motor down, you're fishing used water.
Yeah.
And as tough as it is, I'm like, well, the best I can do is catch a keeper now. And I've got to get that out of my head, because these guys are fishing the exact same water over and over and catching fish that are moving in.
Yeah, I forget who it was. Somebody on stage actually said that was their pattern on day 2. They had to fish behind someone, because on day 1 they said, I just caught bucks. Day 2, fish behind someone. I think they caught the bucks and I caught the bigger ones.
Exactly.
I don't know if that theory's correct, but what we've been predicting all morning is the scary guy that was in second is no longer in second. Jason Christie pulled his way up into the lead with 39 pounds, 11 ounces. And look at Jeff Gustafson. A 5-pounder goes a long, long way.
Bass fishing is your life. You dream of big bites, big trophies, and big paydays. Bucks Island understands that dream and will help you like we do for John Cruz, our Bass Cat boats and Mercury Elite Series Pro. Come see us and feel the rush of your own dreams. Visit your premier Bass Cat boats and Mercury Outboards headquarters, Bucks Island, 4500 Highway 77 in Southside, Alabama. Call 1-800-I'm-READY or visit us at bucksisland.com.
She grew up fast.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
At Beat Down Outdoors, we know you depend on your gear to hold up in any condition. We built for that. We test for that. In fact, we pride ourselves in that. Because we know when the time comes to test your gear, you aren't going to take it easy, so we won't. We build premium, made in the USA products that you can rely on in the moments when your equipment should be the last thing on your mind.
So hard to keep a secret as fishermen. It's almost impossible. And you guys have kept a secret for 40 plus years now.
You almost had to sign an NDA. I mean, nobody, you didn't talk about it.
And it took a long time to get it, but we got it.
How do you stop backlashes without killing your cast? The Paramag system uses a radial paramagnetic design that applies even force across the entire brake surface, creating perfect spool balance and smooth, silent operation. No friction, no noise, just control. All without a single battery. Elite performance is no longer just for the elite. The Paramag braking system. Feel the difference.
You know what pisses me off? That pisses me off. But I'll never do that again. Because now I have a Buzbe lower sleeve. You don't understand how good it is until you use it. Keeps my baits looking good, tangle free, unpissed off, and ready to go fishing.
Bassmaster live cast, and everybody wants to be sitting in one seat, and that is our Yeti hot seat. Well, only one guy can sit there, and it'll be hard knocking that dude out of it. Jason Christie, our tournament leader, and currently will be loading our Yeti hot seat if weigh-in was right now. Weigh-in this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch that on Bassmaster.com, and it's going to be a fun one because this is look at the top 10. Jeff Gustafson, I mean, he was elated last night to have made the top 50 here because these are his nemesis. But with that 5-pounder, he's right in the mix in third place and might be fishing on Championship Sunday alongside his roommate, Jason Christie, who I would imagine is going to be part of that. And speaking of leaders, there's your day one leader, Dollar Bill Lowen.
Yeah, having a 5-pounder in the boat early in the morning. I mean, he's got a limit right now for 12:15. Still has a 112 and a 111 in there. That's a great start to building a really big bag.
What place was he coming into today?
He was, I'm going to say, mid-30s maybe?
42nd.
Wow. Yeah, 5-pounder goes a long ways. I was saying that, yesterday, knowing just one 5-pounder could get me inside the cut, and man, it's frustrating to not be able to get that bite. You know they're there. They're swimming around. You're in the right area, but it's just hard when you zigging when you should have zagged.
Our day two leader, Wesley Gore, not been playing a quantity game, but definitely quality up to this point. Today, 2 fish, not really, kind of just keepers. But at this time yesterday, he had 2 fish. Difference was that was a 5 and a 4.
Absolutely. Seeing him do something a little bit different here than what we've seen the rest of the week.
It's a good one. It ain't that good.
Maybe keep it up.
Crankbait.
Be long. Be long, spotted bass. Be long. Baby. Yup. Number 3. He ain't big, but we'll take him, baby. 1 pounder. I'll take 2 more of them.
Let's get back over to our current leader, 10-time Classic qualifier, 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion, Jason Christie.
Just when I think they're not spawning, they're spawning.
They prove you wrong. Heck yeah.
Notice that fish was out off the hard cover. That was on some, looked like a little piece of grass out kind of off the bank.
That's what I was going to say. It's really impressive. We'll try to hear a weight here. Or at least what he says it's going to be.
2.
2 pound even. Okay.
don't fall.
But yeah, to your point, one of the most impressive things this morning was Jason Christie in the same area as Seth Fighter. Had caught all of his fish up on the bank in the grass, had moved out off the bank and figured that little deal out. So
back over to Buddy Gross, has made his way back in that area. We saw him making his way in there. We're gonna get an answer to your thought, Stetson.
Well, thank you, Lord. I'm glad we came in here now for sure. Ain't no giant. But it's gonna keep. I'm pretty sure I had another one back there too. $2.7.
So I definitely underestimated the
Got a whopping 4
number of fish in these areas. You look back, there's nowhere for them to go. They're going to live in those clear backwater ponds. There's a lot more fish in there. And as it's been so hot, you kind of think, man, they may be done spawning, but it's still March and those fish are still moving in and new waves will keep moving up to the bank. And I think that's the biggest thing that I missed is this is a prime example of a spot that I could have spent all 4 days and never left an area like that and just milked it for all it was worth and had a good tournament. And I didn't do that. I tried to play the get a few big bites and kind of bounce around, and it just got me, making too many moves. And you're seeing these guys that are having good tournaments, kind of fishing these areas that looking back that I love, and I just never really spent enough time in them to kind of dial it in.
Everyone catches 3 more though and calm me down, and then go up there where I've been catching them bigger ones.
Were any of these areas clear enough to where you could see beds?
It's such a commitment.
Yeah, you could have seen some beds, but more than that, you could just see some fish moving around. I personally never saw. I think I saw one fish that was actually on a bed the entire week, and mainly the fault of not really looking as much. I just tried to fish and not get locked into having to see fish to feel like I could catch them. And, you know, looking back, some of these places I didn't spend enough time in. I should have made one pass fishing and then made another pass really looking to see if there was fish up or see if there was beds there that they could move up to.
Or when I did come in here and practice. Everything else I've been fishing has been tree related, so this is really not part of the game plan. But I had like 4 of these jigs when I came here to practice, and I lost 2 right away, but they was biting it. I drove all the way to Birmingham on Tuesday to practice just to get some more jigs. Scottsboro tackle, give them to my wife. My wife met me in Birmingham. It's got me here so far though.
Bassmaster Classic trophy spent a few days at Scottsboro Tackle. And then went to a frat house. I think it's still there.
You don't see too many guys throwing a jig and actually fishing it on the bottom this time of year, especially on a river system. You know, it's way more soft plastic related. I kind of wrote the jig off.
Sure.
And maybe that was a mistake as well. But, you know, it's fun to go back and watch these tournaments, learn from your mistakes. Not only is it fun to watch, but it's fun to go back and make it right.
Is it really fun?
It is. I love it.
Just using that word? No.
I absolutely
I feel
love
like it. I love it. Really? Love it.
G-Rat wasn't built in a boardroom. It was built on the water, obsessed with innovation from concept to catch. Because big bites don't happen by accident. From weekend anglers to hardcore grinders, this is gear built for everyone chasing their next personal best. G-Rat baits, built to catch bass, one bait at a time.
What's down there? For ages, man could only wonder. Until 1957, when a man named Carl Lowrance used World War II sonar to invent the first portable fish finder. And a company of fishermen, pioneers of underwater intelligence. We're still leading the way nearly 70 years deep. At Lowrance, we make more than marine electronics. We make fishing.
After all these years, we're still at it.
Incredible.
The cold, the wet, numbness and hunger. The road is still the road, leading to the next coast. The next cast.
That is freaking cool!
A string of plans and expectations, folding into the messiness of a life well lived.
Discover the hidden gems and pristine waters of Tennessee's Bill-Dance signature lakes. Conveniently located throughout Tennessee, there's a signature lake near you, covering all regions of the volunteer state, all endorsed by the legendary Bill Dance himself. Whether it's a weekend getaway or an extended vacation, create timeless memories at Tennessee's Bill Dance signature lakes. Plan your trip today.
Oh my! Look at that freaking Bronco board, baby.
There's a kid named Fisher and Diane. It's the next
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
50 anglers remain in this event, trying to battle it out here in Mississippi to get into Championship Sunday at the Mountain Dew Bassmaster Elite at the Cast-Tombigbee Waterway. And this waterway, it has been a challenge for our anglers. If you spent any time on social media before this event, you saw a lot of boats on a lot of different obstructions. Normally, we don't see that much air under your boats unless you guys are in the Great Lakes, but a lot of it here this week. So the challenge isn't just catching them, it's getting to where you catch them. And when you get there, it better be the right decision, as we've talked about.
Absolutely. And what's frustrating about it is you can do all those things, and if you don't stay long enough, or if the fish don't pull up, or if you throw a moving bait when they wanted something on the bottom, you miss it by that much and your day's over. And it's just a very, very challenging. But it's one of these fisheries that once you figure it out, it's so much fun because you can run through an area that's got other boats in it and catch them behind them. And it just never happened for me. I looking back, it just blows my mind how I missed such little details of this tournament. And it's kind of frustrating. I'm not going to lie.
You see now.
But look, I still love it.
Before you told me you loved this.
I still love being able to go back and watch and learn and know how to correct those mistakes, because I have figured out in the last 2 or 3 years that these guys that are coming in, and I'm not even going to say young guys, because all the guys coming in are just as good as we are, and they know every little detail of what to do. And I'll say this, the Elite Series is packed with good fishermen once again.
There's one of them right there. Seth Fighter having a big week.
Big in here. Stay hooked up. Yes, baby. Okay. We need to chill. Everybody needs to chill out. Be patient. It'll happen.
Moving on up. He's had a front row seat to the show that Jason Christie has put on. But being part of the show right there, and that is a major, major move right there. As we've seen, a bigger than average bite really stands out in this tournament. And look at our leaderboard. Atop the leaderboard, Jason Christie. Right behind him, Wesley Gore. Tucker Smith now in 3rd place. A long way a 5-pounder will carry you. And Jeff Jesperson from 43rd? 42nd place, all the way up to 4th place, followed by Jordan Lee, one of the only anglers with a limit. It'll take you a long way, but hey, speaking of a long way, this sport's come a long way, because the top of the hour, you can tune in to the show on Network Fox. That's right, Maine Fox, the same channel you saw the Bassmaster Classic on. The Super Bowl of bass fishing should be on the same channel the Super Bowl's on. Guess what? This Elite Series event's going to be there at the top of the hour. Enjoy it.
Biggin. Oh my gosh. No. Don't you jump. No. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Stay on this time, you big sucker. Oh my God, dude. Look at that freaking Bronco bug, baby. That's a freaking giant. Got her. She's a big one. Yes. Look at that. Swim jig down the throat.
Oh, quit doing that. Come here. Yes, sir, baby.
Look at that jig down her throat.
Yeah! That might be a 10-pounder, dude. Holy smoke. Yeah! Let's go! Look at that beast. Oh my God, good one. Oh my God, get in here. Yes! Did you get that bite, dude? Gosh, almighty. That was sick. Yes! Raining, boy.
I'm good, I'm good.
Stop. Feel like I got waterboarded. I've caught a 6-pounder right here before. It's a big one. It's a big one. Stay hooked up. I got her. Woo! What did I just say? We got her. Yes! We got her, dude. Yes. We got her. Oh. Yes. Great big one, dude. Dude, that's a giant. Yes, dude. Whoa. I can't believe I flipped her, dude. Definitely shouldn't have boat flipped that, but I did it anyways. Yes. Oh, yeah. Big. Yeah! 9-pounder. 9-pounder. Let's go, boys!
Oh, we got it! Yeah! Look at that!
Look at that tank. Yes! Look at that freaking tank. I love her. 580. Oh my God. Yes. Got up. Yes! Oh! In the mouth, dude. Yes, sir. In the mouth. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my God, I got her. I hope it's in the mouth. Come here, big girl. Yeah! I have to take a break. I have a heart attack out here.
Big one.
Oh! We got a bag now, boys. Yeah, look at that trade. What's up, Bagan? Oh my gosh, that's a giant. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Ooh, la, 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 la. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Ooh, hey, ho. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Oh God, this is her. Oh yes, yeah. Biggest one I caught all week. Whew. Man, that feels good. Give me some.
Chris Johnson is your progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. And Dollar Bill Lewis is a 2-time champion. Brandon Polinick has sealed the deal. Wire-to-wire domination. Kyle Welcher. He is your champion, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the amazing Tucker Smith. Pat Schlapper. A 2-time Elite Series champion, Trey McKinney. Schlapper seals the deal in his home state of Wisconsin.
What? That? How about them apples, baby? What's up there? That's what's there. How about another one? It's getting dirty now. Getting real dirty. How about another 6-pounder?
Your 2026 Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Classic champion. Knoxville, Tennessee, let's go nuts!
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We identified a few different ways in which we could make, in our opinion, the best harness swim bait on the market. The Swag LT. To have a top hook line through, a bottom hook line through.
It has a hybrid wedge tail, so I'm able to burn it as fast as I can reel. It doesn't blow out, and I barely turn the handle and it keeps kicking. How many harness style swim baits will do that for you? Swag LT is going to change the way you look at a harness swim bait.
I fish in some of the worst elements across the country. Spring, that's a giant, dude. Summer, oh my gosh. Hi, look at that thing. Winter, it's so cold. And fall, got a big one, that's awesome. Being comfortable and staying dry is the only option. AFCO, any fish, any water.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The bill and coo birds. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.